The following is a Valley Life Charter Schools special presentation.
Details matter. It's worth waiting to get it right. Steve Jobs.
If you want to live a happy life, tie it to goals, not people or things. Albert Einstein.
Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game by Babe Ruth.
I prefer the hardest terms of peace to the most just war by James Charles.
The most important thing to do is to try and inspire other people so they can be great in whatever they want to do. Kobe Bryant.
Believe in Yourself by Walt Disney.
Let your smile change the world, but don't let the world change your smile. Connor Franta.
Every great dream begins with a dreamer. Harriet Tubman.
Impossible is for the unwilling. John Keats.
We rise by lifting others. Robert Ingersoll.
Don't cry because it's over. Smile because it's happening. Dr. Seuss.
you're above the rest.
Hi, my name is Mr. Odell, and I'd like to welcome you to the 2020 Promotion and Graduation Ceremony for Valley Life Charter School. I'd like to welcome to the stage Mr. McMahon.
Greetings and congratulations to our promoting 8th graders and graduating seniors. My name's Stephen McMahon. I'm one of the administrators here at Valley Life, and I oversee our early elementary students. I had the privilege of working with many of you in your early years as a VLCS OWL. Many of you stepped on this campus at our very first gathering on Saturday, August 13th, 2011. This was my first day too. Over the past 9 years, we've partnered with you and your families to accomplish several things. First was to ensure that you had access to a well-rounded education that was not only rich in academics, but we wanted to expose you to the arts in art, drama, music, Spanish, dance, and leadership. It is my hope that as you leave, you feel confident in your learning and the process in which you learn, that you understand that it's okay to make mistakes and that you keep persevering when things get hard. It is also my hope that you found joy and excitement in the arts and that you will take risks as you continue to express yourself to others, which will have the potential to inspire. Second, we were also tasked with creating a culture and defining and refining our values, our mission, and our vision so that this school can serve the community for years to come. Being our first class of students, you were instrumental in this process. It wasn't always pretty, and we made mistakes along the way, but together, we were part of creating something that will have a ripple effect on countless lives. In thinking about the culture of Valley Life, I hope that you are proud of the part that you played in defining who we are and what we do. You had the opportunity to be a part of many projects, some of which was we fulfilled a Make-A-Wish trip. We donated hospital supplies. We partnered with the Tulare County Animal Shelter to address our animal population here. We collected thousands of pounds of food for the Visalia Rescue Mission year after year. Projects like these can make a significant difference, but so can the smallest actions. I hope that you have learned that every smile, kind word, small action can be powerful and meaningful in the lives around you, sometimes greater than we will ever know. So to our 8th graders, as you promote to high school across our city, I hope that you use the habits to lead and to spread joy in your classrooms and new school communities. Learning is a lifelong process. You will never have all of the answers. The adults in your life do not have all of the answers. But no matter what the situation is, we always have the power to choose our actions, our responses, our attitudes. Thank you for working so hard these past 9 years. Thank you for allowing me to learn alongside with you. It has been a joy. Seniors, today you graduate. As you take the next step in your journey, whether that be college or the workforce, take the time to enjoy this next chapter. Have fun. Don't take life or yourself too seriously. Continue to try new things. Challenge yourself to look at issues from other perspectives. We at Valley Life are very proud of you and all that you have accomplished. As you navigate the next years of your life, some obstacles might be out of your circle of control. Again, We have the power to respond in the way that we choose. The choice is yours. We are confident that you will take the values that you have learned here and find new creative ways in spreading love and joy to our community and beyond. The very best of luck to you. I'm very proud. Congratulations.
Hi, I'm Lori Lackey, Superintendent Principal, Valley Life Charter School. I'm thankful for the families that have come to support their students during our virtual promotion. This week, I woke up with a heavy heart. This is not how we were supposed to celebrate our 8th graders and our high school students. This has been our largest graduating class of seniors, and many of these 8th graders have been entrusted to our care since kindergarten. But whether they've been here since kinder or they started this year, we have grown to care about them all. When we opened in 2011, we didn't know what we didn't know. When your student was just starting kindergarten, we were also in the very beginning of this journey. I came from a high school background. Mr. McMahon came from an elementary background. Thank goodness he ignored me when he asked what the plan was for recess. I cheerfully told him, I love recess. I'll go. Or maybe some of you remember our after-school program that we had at the beginning. Mrs. Sullivan was doing a drumming class that was intended for 5th and 6th grade students. We had about 25 kindergartners sign up for the class. And then there's poor Miss Soares, who ended up doing Friday until 6 o'clock the entire year. One of the things that a lot of people don't know is that first year we did not plan for kindergartners to stay until 6 o'clock. We figured that the latest they would stay until was 4. After 2 weeks of Mr. Lackey coming to school every day and the two of us going into the kinder playground from 4 to 6 to play with the kindergartners, we got that one fixed too, and I no longer loved recess. We have grown a lot. We owe our growth to the parents who have helped out and to those that have taught us much. Some of those parents are here, some have left. I believe that one of our strengths is learning from our mistakes, and I will be the first to admit it. I have made a lot of mistakes along the way, but mistakes are only bad if it doesn't help you grow. So even though I woke up with a heavy heart this week, being with our staff and your students has helped me feel a little more normal during this unprecedented time when nothing feels normal. The last 2.5 months have caused many of us to stop and take stock of our lives. I have become more appreciative of the people I work with and of our parents. Our staff hit it out of the ballpark with distance learning. I think it has made our families and our team closer. I know it has restored my faith in what we're doing. There have been times when all I heard were the complaints. I don't think I was looking for the good. During this time of COVID, for lack of a better word, I have only heard the overwhelming positive and encouraging responses from our parents. We appreciate your kind words and that we are in it together attitude, because we really are. I would be remiss to not address some of the issues going on in our society today. This last week has been especially difficult. Our attention has been turned to a larger issue than a virus that shut our country down for 2.5 months. It was difficult to see the injustices against other people, followed by devastation of a few. My heart aches for our country. My heart aches for our future. There are many videos floating around on social media with a mindset of seeing things positive now. I have not watched most of them. But there is one that really caught my attention. The most profound clip was an African-American man in his mid-30s arguing with an African-American man in his mid-40s. They were at a protest. The man in his 30s turned to a 16-year-old boy and told him, "My generation has gotten it wrong." His, pointing to the 40-year-old, his generation has gotten it wrong. It is up to you and your generation to fix it. I believe that every generation has something to offer those that come before and after them. Every generation has their moment where they make a lasting contribution to society. I believe with the tools this current promoting class has been given, they can be the change they seek. They can change the world. Today, I think the most important habit for our students to use is to seek first to understand and then to be understood. Armed with this habit and think win-win, our students can change the world. Can you imagine what a different world this will be if those from both sides of the political issues, the race issues, the mask or no mask, stay home, open the economy debates, if everyone would seek to understand first? I believe they could move mountains. One of the precepts that come from the 7 habits is to be a transition person. I would like to challenge everyone to be a transition person. Stephen Covey says that a transition person is one who breaks the flow of bad, the negative traditions or harmful practices that get passed from generation to generation or from situation to situation, whether in a family, a workplace, a community, or wherever. Transition persons transcend their own needs and tap into the deepest, most noble impulses of human nature. In times of darkness, they are lights, not judges. Models, not critics. In periods of discord, they are the change catalyst, not victims. Healers and not carriers. Today's world needs more transition people. If we put all of the 7 habits into practice, beginning with being proactive, knowing that I alone am responsible for my actions, my thoughts, and my choices, and we seek first to understand and then be understood, which allows us to think win-win, and not have a scarcity mindset, we really can all win. Congratulations, students. I am proud of you all. Trust yourself to become one of the best and watch your influence grow. Thank you.
Trinity Shontaw.
Hello, everyone listening, whether it's friends, family, or staff. My name is Trinity Shontaw. I'm 14 years old and an 8th grader at Valley Life. There are a whole bunch of things running through my head I want to mention, but it'd probably be a whole series of random events which no one wants to sit through. I've been here for 8 years, and I used to go to 2 other schools, but neither of them were like Valley Life. The people weren't as nice, and the teachers were not as caring. The school has provided me an education which I am grateful for, but the best part about this long journey are the people I've met along the way. Like my best friend of 8 years. If I didn't come to Valley Life, I would have never met her. Of course, I try to stay focused on my work, and I regularly do my work. But in class when I was learning, I was also waiting to hang out with the people I miss so much today, including the anti-bullying task force who was supposed to go to another convention. The first convention was really fun, and not gonna lie, I really liked hanging out with that group. It's sad how 8th grade gets to end for us, not able to see each other, but a virtual meeting. But we cannot focus on what we don't get, but on what we already have, whether it's friends, knowledge, or memories. Like in the time with Mrs. Lake's class when a Victoria's Secret commercial came on and she couldn't turn it off, or when Miss Chase tried to learn the Renegade. This year, we can leave knowing we may not have all been the best of friends, but we can leave to high school, a totally new area, with the memories of each other. With one last good note, a quote. The only thing that could make this day better is ice cream. Michael Scott, thank you. All right.
Sebastian Uribe.
Hi, I'm Mr. Perry, and I was Sebastian's band director, and I'm here to recognize Sebastian for the VAPA team, because Sebastian, over this past year, over my first year, it's very hard as a first-year teacher coming into a new school and meeting new students, and you hope that they all kind of come together and do what you ask of them and, meet your expectations. And Sebastian was one of those ones that not only met them, but exceeded every single one I'd give to him. So, and he went above and beyond, and I want to be sure I recognize him this year. So, Sebastian, congratulations.
Greetings, students, teachers, family, and friends. I'm Sebastian Uribe, and welcome to this year's 8th grade promotion. Valley Life Charter has been a great place to learn and will be missed. It's taught us 8th graders respect, math, science, prepared us for high school. From doing awesome labs to singing and playing an instrument with one of my favorite teachers, it also taught us art and gave us something to look forward to doing in our life. But the best thing that the school has taught anyone that has come here is the 7 habits. We've all used them in our daily lives and will continue to use them everywhere we go. I've been at Valley Life Charter and never felt up to date with some subjects. But all that changed in 6th grade. I really felt like I was comfortable and able to learn. I practically came out of my little shell and felt comfortable with my surroundings. Since then, I've been opening myself up to try new things. I've tried out for the soccer team and I've made it. I'm a part of the anti-bullying task force, and I'm also on the Lighthouse team. With doing so many things, one of my best memories was meeting my friends and overall growing up with them in and out of school. Although I've made a lot of memories at school, today I'll only be talking about band. Band was always a class about learning new things and letting go of others. For instance, our band class has gone through many different teachers since the loss of Mrs. Gill. We all appreciated and respected her, but soon we had to find another teacher. Many teachers came and went until we got one of my favorite teachers, Mr. Perry. He has been one of the nicest teachers and helped me tremendously. Of course, there are other teachers that have helped me, and I've also had an amazing experience in band that I wanted to share. I have another message to share with my fellow 8th graders, but this goes for everyone also. My message is for everyone to try new things and not to be afraid of what the future will throw at you. As everyone is shifting to a new grade in school, it would be cool to try new things like a new sport or even start learning a random hobby like drawing. I would like to thank you all for attending this year's 8th grade promotion, and to always remember to stay safe, try new things, and stay positive. Congratulations to the class of 2020's Valley Life Owls.
Abby Vosberg. Abby is one of the owls that has been with Valley Life since kindergarten.
Hi, my name is David Lake. I had the honor to take over for Mrs. Chase as the ELA and history teacher for 8th grade in the beginning of March. I was very excited, and little did I know I'd only get about 4 days with the students before we had a COVID lockdown, and we did distance learning the rest of that time. So I leaned on the wisdom from Mrs. Chase and from Mrs. Lake, who had Abby as a 7th grade teacher. But when we were coming up with awards, and what can we say about Abby? She's a ray of sunshine. And the week that I got to have her in class, she just brightened the room and was just excited to be there and to lighten everyone's day. And once we went on independent learning, and as far as the distance learning, that never changed. She was just in Zoom calls constantly, just excited to be there, positive, upbeat, hard worker, very proactive, constantly, just assignment put in, assignment done, that fast. An amazing kid to get to know. And the last part of this is an absolute voracious reader. The girl just goes through books like a wood chipper, and I just am amazed to it. So she gets the ELA Reading Award for Valley Life.
Anna Fox. Anna was one of our original Kinder Owls. Congratulations.
I'm David Lake. I was honored to be the ELA and history teacher for 8th grade for the last couple months here at Valley Life Charter School. And it is my honor to present an award to Miss Anna Fox. I got a chance to know Anna for about a week before we went on this crazy lockdown. And in that week's time, she and I became extremely close. Really got to know her well. I think she said 6 words to me, but they were 6 whole words. But what I found out, that distance learning opened up an entire other side to Anna that I did not know, which is Anna can write. And when you read, she might not be someone who says a lot through her words, through her mouth, but her words on paper and on the screen are deep and profound. This young lady was a well. She's funny. She comes across, she's funny, warm, sarcastic, insightful. And the stuff that she wrote that I got to read, I was really impressed. And after having a quick talk, because I wasn't her teacher for very long, but after talking to Mrs. Chase and to Mrs. Lake, who had her in the 7th grade, it was a hands down decision. So I'm honored to get to present the ELA Writing Award to Anna Fox. Thank you.
Jacob Coburn. Jacob has been with Valley Life since kindergarten.
Right here, Jacob. Getting excited. Hi, I'm David Lake. I was honored to be the ELA and history teacher for the last couple months here at Valley Life. And when it came time to deciding who was going to receive the history award, I had asked a couple other teachers who had been here before me. And after consulting and looking at what was going on through our distance learning, the choice became really clear really quickly. Jacob, when I first got to know him, I got to know him about a week or two before we went over the COVID lockdown. is just a cool cat. He's just a cool guy. And I was like, man, I just like this kid. He's just a cool kid. And then when we went to distance learning, that's when I really got to see how Jacob is. Not just as a cool kid, but as a phenomenal student. When I would assign work and assign assignments, a lot of times I would assign them at 8 a.m., and it was done by like 8:25. I'd come back and it was all finished and done. And I was like, oh, wow, that's amazing. He just did work. He just cranked his work out like a machine and would let me know. It was a constant conversation. In our Zoom calls, this guy was like the class favorite in our Zoom calls. He was kind of the life of the party. It was always there. And then there was even a time when he decided to show us what a Zoom call could really be, and took his laptop out in real time and jumped in his pool in April. Yeah, so he's that kind of guy. But he just has a love and a passion for history, as well as just an insane work ethic he had during the time when it was easy to just let things slack. Jacob didn't do that. He kicked it into high gear. And for that reason, it is my honor to give you the Academic Achievement Award for History.
Corinne Davies. Lao Tzu said, "Silence is a source of great strength." Corinne will be receiving the Science Award for Valley Life this year. And her greatness speaks through silence. And in a generation where everyone's talking about how great they are, she lets her work do the talking. She was almost at 100%. Every time because she didn't speak up much in class, but every time I'd grade papers and I'd come to hers and I'd just be like pulling my hair out, why didn't she say this in class? Because this is the most insightful thing I have heard. And I will say she was a great student, and I believe she's going to do great things. And it's my honor to give you this award, Corinne.
Janae Hutchinson. Janae is one of our students that has been with Valley Life since the very beginning in kindergarten.
Stand right here for a second.
Hello, I have the pleasure to present an academic award to Janae. Janae is a student that just quietly does all her work in class, and she excels in everything she does. She's considerate and helpful and often takes time to help out other classmates who are struggling. Janae is a great leader, a wonderful person, and has a great sense of humor. I had the pleasure of having her in my STEAM class this year, and she persevered very well in that class. And although she used up so much of my duct tape, is actually a pretty good engineer too. It's my great pleasure to present the Valley Life Academic Award for Excellence in Mathematics to Janae Hutchinson.
Breanna Garcia. Bienvenidos, señora Lackey, señor McMahon, maestros, padres y amigos. I am Senora Johnstone and have been the Spanish teacher here at Valley Life since it opened.
I have a student who not only maintained all fours in Spanish during trimesters 1 and 2, but this student also participated in Spanish during quarantine, online distance learning. Part of our Spanish class motto is Nos esforzamos al máximo. We try our hardest. I can honestly say that this student se esforzó al máximo during this school year. She always tried her hardest. And that student is Señorita Breanna Garcia. Breanna, estoy muy orgullosa de ti. I am so very proud of you, and I am proud to present the Academic Excellence Award in Spanish to you. Congratulations, y siga adelante.
Jordan Walker. Jordan has been a student at Valley Life since kindergarten.
My name is Mr. Laney, and I had the privilege of being the instructor for middle school technology this past year. This year's Technology Award goes to an extraordinary and remarkable student whom was enrolled in not one, but 3 of my classes. In all 3 classes, this leader performed mastery work, whether arranging code data, designing a Lego car, and its track system for racing, using Pixlr to Photoshop Student of the Month heads onto outlandish pop culture characters and selecting the seat-bopping music to go with it, or synergizing with other 8th grade students to create a winning field trip proposal to Universal Studios, which he and his group successfully presented to our school board. My most memorable moments of this student will forever be when I asked him to go outside his comfort zone and star in 2 PBL field trip campaign videos, complete with hand motions and dialogue. One day, as we were filming in early March, we were so loud that Mr. Cummings came rushing into our classroom to see what was the matter. Everything was good. What Mr. Cummings saw was that this student, along with his fellow peers and their teacher, were laughing so hard at our own mistakes that tears were coming from our eyes. It took us many minutes to compose ourselves, and literally over 20 takes to successfully videotape our segment. But we never stopped until we achieved our goal. The theme for that video was, it's not about no, it's about no. I'm extremely grateful for the memories that I have shared with this student and look forward to seeing what he knows and becomes in the coming years. Hopefully, he will come back and visit us someday. At this time, I am excited to announce the winner of this year's Valley Life Charter Schools Middle School Technology Award goes to Jordan Walker.
Liliana Gonzales. Liliana has been a student at Valley Life since kindergarten.
Lily is perhaps one of the most driven, talented, and hard worker that I've ever met. From the first time that I met her 4 years ago, I knew that she was something special. Lily isn't one to jump into the spotlight, but that's not because she's unable. No, Lily seems to find her place amongst others to lift them up and improve the whole rather than making it about herself. The term team player is a gross understatement when describing Lily, as she will always put others before herself. I always knew Lily as a singer. I knew that she was involved in other things, but as far as I was concerned, she was an amazing singer with an unparalleled ear. That is, until this year when I started teaching orchestra. Turns out she's a wonderful violinist. When I asked for volunteers at the beginning of the school year to switch to viola just to help out the group, Lily was the first to raise her hand, and she's turned out to be a fine violist. It is for all of these reasons that I am awarding this beautiful, intelligent, and talented Lily with the Valley Life Charter School Visual and Performing Arts Orchestra Award.
Rylee Castro.
Hi, Rylee. I had the privilege of having Rylee in my class this year. My middle school art classes were full of really great students, and Rylee was right there at the top. As I got to know her, I could easily tell that she is a girl with a heart of gold. She always came to class with a cheery disposition and ready to put her best effort into whatever we were working on at the time. Her creativity really flowed, and I always appreciated when she would choose to try new art styles. They always turned out so beautiful. I was always very impressed. She never showed me an ounce of disrespect ever, and would often make me laugh, like that one time with the chopped art version and your whole story behind the feathers and the bird and the, yeah. Anyway, I chose Rylee to receive this award because she truly deserves it. Her work ethic, her attitude in class, and her heart for others will get her far in this world. Rylee, thank you for being such a wonderful addition to my class. Keep creating and keep smiling, and congratulations on your promotion. Here's your award.
Sophia Papion. Sophia has been a student at Valley Life Charter School since kindergarten.
So, I've had the honor of having Sophia in class the last 2 years. And Sophia is always one, even on the days when the PE room can get a little crazy, she's one to kind of keep the sanity in the room. She is one of the most mature, level-headed, and centered young people that I have ever met. And she made coming to work, and especially that period that I had her in class, she made it very enjoyable for me. She's one of the students who, as a teacher, it makes it worth coming into work that day. And I want to present the PE Sports Award to Sophia Papion.
Hunter Buckles. Hunter has been with Valley Life since kindergarten.
I've had the privilege of being Hunter's PE teacher now for the past 2 years, and I was able to coach basketball for the boys this year. And I told the boys at the beginning of the season, we were going to stop having teams say, all right, we get to play Valley Life. We want them to say, oh man, we got Valley Life coming up on the schedule. And Hunter isn't a big talker, but I'll say he is a competitor and he leads by example. And he is one of the harder workers I've seen. And having coached now for 15 years, this guy right here and the team, I've never had a more coachable team, and that's in my career, and that's one of the highest honors and praises that I could give this guy and that team. So Hunter, I'm really proud to present the Sports Award to you this year.
Thank you.
Uriah Brandenburg.
Sit right here for a second. Hello, I'm Mr. Mixter, and I am honored to present the Academic Award for STEAM to Uriah Brandenburg. Uriah is an exceptional student. He went above and beyond expectations. He's always willing to dedicate extra time to class projects, including last year's projects of building a Rube Goldberg device and a wood chopping machine for the Beauty and the Beast performance. Uriah was always one of the first to complete his designs and builds, and then would frequently move on to a second, third, or fourth design. He also built the first place winning mousetrap car for this year's Tulare County Science Olympiad. Although Uriah didn't fully embrace the A for art in science, technology, engineering, art, and mathematics, he stood out as the top engineer in the class. Uriah has a contagious, positive attitude, a crazy sense of humor, and is a fantastic student and school leader. One of Uriah's goals is to become a teacher. His creativity and helpful spirit and the dedication he shows in all he does, I'm sure, will make him successful as a teacher or whatever career he pursues. I'm definitely going to miss Uriah, but I'm honored and pleased to give the Valley Life Academic Excellence Award for STEAM to Uriah Brandenburg. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Does anybody know where the award is for Uriah? Good job, Uriah. Thank you.
Cenices Mario Rodriguez.
I get the wonderful honor of presenting Senisa with the Academic Achievement Award in Leadership, and I want to tell you why. I have had the pleasure of knowing this sweet young lady since 2015, and I am honored to get to present this award to her. There are many different types of leaders out there. There are quiet leaders who lead by their actions. There are vocal leaders who lead by their words. There are leaders who empower others to take action, and leaders who guide others to lead themselves. Senisa is all of it. Senisa is vibrant and charismatic, yet she can be quiet and gentle. She treats other people how she would want to be treated, and will let you know if she doesn't like the way you are treating someone. Senisa is a firecracker, a stander-upper, a friend supporter, a hard worker, a bully defeater, and a leader. And this is why I'm so proud to present this leadership award to Senisa.
Katie Peters.
I met Katie 3 years ago in an audition for concert choir. She immediately caught my attention. She was full of energy, spunk, and had a never-ending supply of smiles. That, I am glad to say, hasn't gone away. And then I got to know Katie. She still has that spunk that I mentioned before, but that is instantaneously eclipsed by her maturity, her sense of humor, her humility, leadership, and her fierce sense of friendship. Katie leads others by example in nearly every situation. She is a gem and a treasure to have at Valley Life. We are sad to see her go, but happy to send her on her way to bigger and better things. I realize that this isn't a goodbye, but rather a closing of one chapter and an opening of another. To Katie Peters, my blue fairy, my Babette, my dwarf, thank you. It is my pleasure to award you with the Valley Life Charter School Visual and Performing Arts Award for Choir.
Welcome, friends, family, staff, and students. My name is Katie Peters, and I'm an 8th grader at Valley Life Charter. I have been going to Valley Life since I was in 5th grade. I joined the Independent Study Program and stayed there until this year. I was homeschooled most of my life, but at Valley Life, I really stepped out of my comfort zone and tried new things. Even though I was still technically homeschooled 5th through 7th grade, I still got to have some of the same experiences as the other kids. I got to take Spanish, PE, and choir. I also got to go to SciCon in 6th grade. Valley Life has taught me so much about how to be a leader, but more importantly, how to treat people while you are leading. Even though I haven't gotten to experience this amazing school for as long as many of my fellow 8th graders, there are still so many memories I have made that I'll never forget. The teachers are absolutely incredible. People always say they try to make learning fun, but these teachers really do. From escape rooms and 2 different classes to scavenger hunts or just taking funny videos during free time, the teachers at the school are some of the funniest and most easygoing people that I know. Even though I have so many truly amazing memories here, one of my favorites is the musicals I got to be a part of. Starting in 6th grade with Shrek Jr., I felt very safe, like that was somewhere I could be myself. As time went on, I kept getting more involved with these shows. I got really excited to go to rehearsals, because even though I'm not related to anyone in the cast, from the beginning, they've always deep down felt like family. From the very first moment I stepped onto the Valley Life campus, it felt like home. Valley Life has prepared me for any and every situation that might be thrown at me on the path of life. I would like to thank everyone for the amazing memories and friendships that have blossomed over the years. When you walk away from Valley Life, remember to never give up. Even when times get tough, there will always be someone there for you. Even though next year I'll be moving on, I will always have a special place in my heart for everyone here. Thank you.
Andrew Carrasco, one of the members of the class that has been here since kindergarten. Andrew is one of the kindest and most mature students of this class. Time and again, in homeroom and in math, he took the initiative to stand up and speak out to help explain something I was trying to convey. Andrew is very well liked and respected by all his classmates. He was chosen for the anti-bullying task force, and as part of that task force, I saw him take the microphone in a room full of hundreds of students to contribute to the discussion. On the campus and in the classroom, he is exceptional in all he does. He is proactive in his classwork, synergizes well with any group he is part of, and exhibits all of the traits of leadership. It's my extreme pleasure to present the Valley Life Academic Award for Leadership to Andrew Carrasco. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How do we do this? Okay.
Hello, Valley Life families and staff. I hope that during these times you all are doing well. My name is Andrew Carrasco, and I am an 8th grader here at Valley Life. This is the 2020 8th grade graduation. It's been hard for many of us, but we're happy to be graduating and moving on to high school. Our teachers have worked so hard to get us to this point. Thank you for helping all of us. I personally have been a student at Valley Life since the opening, about 9 years ago. Many of the students graduating today have been here since the beginning, with many others joining over the years. My favorite memory I have is going to school every day and meeting up with my friends. Many of my fellow peers will remember all the good times and the lessons our teachers have taught us. Every student should remember the skills and habits we learned in our time growing at VLCS. Students will leave here with important memories that they will look back on, whether it be the lessons they learned while growing as people or the bonds they forged along the way. I hope that each and every student here will use experiences from Valley Life to help them become even better leaders wherever they go. Thank you to everyone for listening and watching the 2020 8th grade graduation.
Trevor Palermo. Isabella Chamalbide. Devontae Holland. Adam Rios. Cadence McCune. Harinder Sean Dollywall. Savannah Hills. Susan B. Anthony. Griselle Contreras. Evan Weaver.
Cassidy Parrish. Jaylene Odzian. Ethan Griffith Jones. Ethan has been with Valley Life since kindergarten. Dave Brar. Carly Uthman. Carly has been with Valley Life since being in kindergarten. Eliana Flores.
Mason Clark. Keep going. Gavin Valdez. Gavin has been with Valley Life Charter School since kindergarten. Jordan Nguyen. Jordan has been with Valley Life Charter School since kindergarten.
Jordan Nguyen. I've been here since kindergarten till 8th grade.
Drew Allen. Zaya Sanders. Bailey Collier. Bailey's been a student at Valley Life Charter School since it opened. Megan Stringer. Megan has been a Valley Life Charter School student since kindergarten. Austin Halsey.
Catherine Driver. Logan Nieblus.
Congratulations. Carson Rodriguez. Carson was one of our original Kinder Owls. There you go. Congratulations. Nolan Prado. Congratulations, Nolan.
Maya Games. Maya was one of our students from kindergarten all the way to 8th grade. Juniper Shaw. Toby Nunge.
Emily Jimenez. Emily has been a student at Valley Life since kindergarten. Merrick Vargas. Merrick has been a student at Valley Life since kindergarten. Abraham Gomez. Lance K. McLean.
Congratulations, Lance.
Anaí Hernandez.
John Bravo. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Savannah Hudson. Raylyn Harger. Paige Bossman. Courtney Cochran.
Jacob Bixler. Jacob, you've officially graduated, so you can move your tassel over to the other side. Congratulations. Julia Burks. Julia, you've officially graduated, so you can go ahead and move your tassel over to the left-hand side. There you go. Hilda Diaz. Hilda, you may now change your tassel to the left side of your cap. Congratulations. Chase Vallejo. Chase, you've officially graduated, so you can change your tassel over to the left-hand side. Congratulations.
The preceding was a presentation of Valley Life Charter Schools.